brother Liam on a mountain, and Simon has once again joined me. And well, we don't do things easy, do we?
No.
Yeah, it's either weather, which the weather doesn't look great, but it's supposed to be nice tonight, I'm hoping. We were supposed to be in the Lake District. That plan got poo-pooed because the M6 is closed, and we tried to go through the Lake District to get up past Keswick, and yeah, we were sat in traffic for an hour, not moving. So I just stuck it over the central reservation and
oh, so you're actually announcing that?
Yeah, I'm announcing that, yeah. Look at where I am. And yeah, went the other way, and now we're in the Yorkshire Dales, in a place called Barben, at a pub called the Barben Inn. Yeah, we're waiting until it opens because we're gonna get some food and then climb up. So we're gonna feel sick climbing up this little hill. It's called Calf Top. But yeah, get that done, and yeah, it's been a disaster so far. So we hope that it all pans out nicely after this. So yeah, burger time and beer time. Well, we've left the pub and now we're making our way over to the fell for the night. Yeah, it started raining a little bit. It's supposed to clear up though, so not too bad. Yeah, it doesn't look massively bad, does it?
No.
We'll see.
It's definitely grown though since.
Yeah, for some reason. Yeah, I definitely gained a bit of elevation, that hill, since we first saw it. So we'll get up there eventually. So let's go. Well guys, this one's sort of going a bit sideways. There is not really any suitable place to camp up here. It's all tufted grass, and once you think you found a footprint, all of a sudden you'll stand on a rock or a tuft of grass, and it's just like, no, that's just gonna knacker my back in the middle of the night. Yeah, it's not going well, guys. Not going well. I don't want to camp on the path. Sort of a no-go. Not that sort of path anyway. Yeah, I think we'll head back to that cairn.
Yeah.
And just see if we can see anything around there.
I think the grass was a bit short around there at least.
Yeah.
Is that it over there? Or is that the other fault summit?
That's that other fault. Other fault summit. Yeah. It's pretty rough, this one as well, after a meal.
Yeah. Bad idea. I was gonna have 2 pints as well.
You have 2 pints, yeah?
Yeah, I was gonna.
Yeah. Maybe if you had 2 pints though, you might have felt better.
Maybe, yeah.
Right. Let's see if we can find any suitable. Well, we've found a potential spot. Simon's setting up his tent. He's probably got a spot there, and I'm yet to get my tent out. But yeah, it'll do. I hope. I just got to think about how I'm going to lay my tent out, to be fair, because the ground up here is pretty bad. Nothing's level. You just got to make the best of a bad bunch, really. And Simon seems to have found it, but I'm just thinking, I just feel like I'm going to be rolling down the hill all night. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, I'll try there. So, if I had a one-man tent, it'd be alright. But I don't have any one-man tents. I suppose the downfall of having a larger footprint, really, is you can't slot into tighter gaps. That's what she said.
Yeah, I raised an eyebrow for you.
So, yeah, right, I'm going to get my tent out. See what we look like. Right, so set up camp. As you saw, I moved. Hopefully I get a decent night's sleep here. It's not the most ideal, don't get me wrong, but it should do the job. It's cleared up nicely though, look at that. Considering it started raining as we started walking here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's nice.
It's alright, isn't it? It's nice now.
Yeah. So, yeah, just unpacked my stuff in the bag. In the tent. I did a boo-boo as well. I never unpacked my tent from the last wild camp. So, I may have made a bit of a mess.
How many times have you said that? How long ago was it now when you last emptied your bag? You gave it a clean.
When was that camp? Was it like 5 weeks ago? It was a while ago. Was it more than that?
What? Peak District?
Yeah.
Yeah, about 5 weeks.
5 weeks, yeah. 5 weeks ago. So, yeah, it stinks.
Yeah, but what I mean is I'm sure you said that on the video before that.
Oh yeah. Probably did, you know.
So that is stagnant.
It is stagnant, yeah. Well, I had it out 5 weeks ago, so it's alright.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Right. So yeah, just unpacking my stuff and gonna relax a bit now. Just chill out. Because, yeah, enjoy the night. It's supposed to be a nice night. Looks like it's gonna be a nice night, so, you know, fingers crossed.
Oh, high up are we?
Oh, not very high. Probably, I think we're at 360. Maybe lower than that, to be fair now. I think we got up to like 380. Then we came back down. Yeah, not very high. Right, chill now, innit? Brutal. Okay, yeah, no. Not gonna light. Oh, I don't tell me the bloody thing won't work. Come on, you can do it. Light.
Is it wet?
Shouldn't be wet.
Do you need a lighter?
I've got a lighter, so I'm actually covered for once.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but I'm just like looking. Why the flipping heck it not work? Oh, fucking hell. Oh, there's a gas coming out. It was a bit funny then. That burner's not very good. What's going on there?
Taking the cap off.
It's full. Might be here a while. That's no good. I can't be arsed buying another one. That's not good. Oh, get.
How long have you had it?
Nearly 2 years to be fair. But still, expect it to last a lot. Yeah. I must be doing something though, because it's nearly heated up, that. I'm glad I went and got a burger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's more excuse to buy more shit.
Hey, there's a new shop opened in towards where you are, Great Eccleston.
Is there?
Yeah, it looks pretty good to be fair. It looks decent.
Are you joking me? That's,
No,
that's
wild
close.
camping, basically a wild camping shop.
Yeah, that's very close to me.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I think it's not on the main stretch. I've not ventured into Great Eccleston. I've only ever driven down the main road.
Yeah.
But it's not on there. It's somewhere else.
What? Oh, you can find out the name for me so I can destroy my bank account.
I'll have a look.
I didn't know that. That's very dangerous.
Right, so the Great Eccleston one.
Yeah.
Tamarack Outdoors.
Tamarack Outdoors, okay.
And that's pretty much brand new.
Right.
It's been open long.
And what do they sell like stuff that's older stuff, you know, like last season's stuff, or is it like brand new? Because I can't see how somewhere would last in Great Eccleston.
No, I can't.
Because it's not somewhere you go through.
Yeah, but a lot of these places, they've got a big online sort of presence. They do a lot of trade via their online, so it doesn't matter where they are.
Yeah.
And then they'll probably pay less rent, I don't know, maybe, than in the centre of the town.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm just thinking, like, if it is that sort of place, then the gear should be reflected in price, then, shouldn't it, if they do online? I'm thinking about buying a new sleeping mat. I'm looking at the Sea to Summit ones, the winter one.
Oh, well, they're meant to be really comfy, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're just expensive.
Yeah, I mean, my other one was expensive, but it's got a hole in it somewhere. And it's had a hole in it for about 4 months, and I've still not looked. I don't know. I need to get it in the bath and just see where bubbles come from. What? I don't know, it's just a good excuse to buy a new one. I mean, right now I'm on my Berghaus, which is not the most comfy.
Oh, which one have you got? I've got a Berghaus one. It's green.
Yeah.
It's quite. It's quite. It packs down well.
Yeah.
But it isn't comfy.
No.
It's more comfier than the sort of OEX ones I find, and the cheaper ones.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I know what you mean, though. If you're struggling to sleep, you'll
have a nightmare, won't you?
Yeah. The Garstan camping trap, it's got loads of knives and stuff.
Right.
So it's in hammocks, and it's not just your usual. It's quite sort of outdoorsy woodsman as well.
Right. That'd be good. Let's have a look at these pictures. Yeah. Oh, they've got Sea to Summit stuff there, so Scarpa boots and shit.
Which one, the Tamarack?
Yeah. Oh my days. Oh, they've got one of them hot tents.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. That is effort, that, innit?
Yeah.
Putting one of them up. Yeah, mind you, you wouldn't go up a hill, would you?
No, you just go up woods, yeah. I mean, I do fancy doing something like that.
Yeah.
I think it's cool as fuck. Pardon the language, YouTube.
Yeah. It's just absolute comfort, innit?
Yeah. Absolutely. Sleeping and comfort. Sleeping mats. So Tamarack Outdoors, they do DD hammocks, which is, I've heard of DD hammocks. They're supposed to be all right then, but
yeah,
I don't think that's what I'd want though. Oh, they do X-bed. They do. Go on, get past the X-bed stuff. This is in alphabetical order. This. Shut up, sheep. Oh my days, they do a lot. The sleeping mats. Yeah, Sea to Summit, Ether Light. Yeah, right, so that's the one I want. The Ether Light XT Extreme mat. So they've got that in stock. So that means I'm going to go and buy that.
How much is it? It's about 250, isn't it?
Well, this one is £212.50.
Oh,
it's on discount, so yeah, 15% off, I think. Yeah, so regular. I'm gonna have to look at regular and wide and large, because I've got the large version of the Thermarest, and yeah, it's amazing to have that much room to sleep on. But at the same time, it's like there's not a lot of room in the tent for other stuff.
Yeah.
And it is long. Right, Tamarack. Oh man, cheers, Simon. You cost me money. God, I made that brew. It's top that. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with my fucking... What the hell?
Working alright now.
Yeah.
Something stuck on one of the things, did it?
Oh, that's right. God damn it, I can't buy another one now.
There's Ultimate Outdoors in Lancaster as well.
Right.
That's quite good.
Yeah. To be fair, that one...
It's a blacks, really. But...
yeah. That one you sent me, though, that one near me. Pardon me. It was actually not a bad price, that, for that ether light.
Yeah, yeah. Good.
So, I might go down. Be like, right, here's my card. Tell me when I've reached a limit.
Foxholes Country Pursuits, that's what it's called.
Right. I bet they do
That's the knifey one.
shotguns as well, don't they?
Yeah, well there's a gun shop next to it.
Ah, there you go.
It's one of them.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I was a bizarre thing to say, but I was looking at getting a gun license and getting a shotgun.
Mm.
Yeah. You know, while you still can.
Yeah, just to go like hunting grouse and stuff.
Yeah, rabbits or clay pigeon shooting, you know. I've had air rifles. But, you know.
Yeah, while you can.
Yeah, that's it, innit?
What's next? This is the first month, isn't it? Is it? It's the first 2 months? First 2 months of labour?
It's first month. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
First month. I mean, like, years ago, I wanted Labour to get in power.
Yeah, well, I remember saying, like, I think you said the same thing. We both used to sort of want to vote Labour when you were younger.
Yeah, yeah. You're a bit more optimistic and a bit more trusting, aren't you, of it all?
A bit more sort of, yeah, you're sort of more trusting of people. And people are just generally good. And everyone's just the same. We're all the countries are just creations of
and it's such a naive way of looking at things, not like now, isn't it? Like, the older you get, you realise, oh no, there is actually people out there who are just out for power.
Yeah.
And money. And they're all the same, politicians, but like the fact that in the first month of them being in charge, they're locking up people for stuff they say on the internet.
It's not just that. They've abolished the winter fuel tax for elderly people.
Yep.
They're now getting rid of migrant hotels. They've got rid of the SS bullshit, whatever it's called, that was housing a few thousand of them.
Yeah.
They've got rid of the Rwanda. That was bullshit, we all know, but it was probably a deterrent for some people.
Yeah, yeah.
They were probably thinking, oh well, this is on the horizon.
Yeah.
Who knows where it would have gone. And what else have they done? I've read a few things. I can't recount them all right now, but what else is there? They've got rid of the exclusivity for social housing, which used to focus on Brits only first.
Yeah.
That's gone.
Oh, great.
Coincidentally, it's gone with the abandonment of the migrant hotel idea. So, what's going to happen there? It's not good, that, is it?
No, no.
Social housing's
it's a fact though that, like, we've got veterans living on the street because they've come.
400 of them each year.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, like, the problem is with the veterans is they've done, like, whether it be 10, 15, 20 years in the army or whatever service they've done, all they've known is that way of life. And they're not really given, a lot of them aren't really given the ability to tackle life after the armed forces.
No, there's no support.
And that's why, like, they all struggle.
There's support through the NHS, but it's on their back. They need to do it. They need to.
Yeah.
They need to. But a lot of them just don't. They just fall into depression, PTSD.
Yeah.
PTSD is the biggest one, and then obviously they start drinking, and then they become alcoholics.
And it just tumbles, doesn't it? But like, it's crazy that we've allowed our country to go so bad. And
It's tragic.
we're all just accepting the way it's going as well, which is crazy.
Well, we're voting for reform. We're at least identifying these issues, and we're like, well, okay, we're going to vote for reform because they've told us they're not going to do anything about this, so we're not going to vote for them. And what else can you do? You can protest.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing though. Can you protest now?
Yeah.
Because if you say anything in the streets now, you're going to get arrested. Doesn't matter, because you're going to incite violence. Doesn't matter what you say. It's just thought. It's thought crimes.
Yeah.
Like, this is literally 1984 that we're all living through, and we're just accepting the fact that people are being chucked in prison for saying stuff, not necessarily throwing things at anything, saying horrible stuff. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how horrible something you say is, right? You shouldn't get locked up for it.
Well, some of it's just not necessarily horrible. Some of it's being classed as misinformation. So,
yeah.
But ultimately, that's also someone's opinion based on what they've been invested in. It's not necessarily their fault. But they're sharing it with probably good intentions.
Yeah. But the problem is with what they're doing, they're just shutting down the conversation.
Yeah.
They're not allowing the conversation, and that's going to drive more people further and further to the fringe.
Yeah, it will. Yeah, definitely.
You know,
that's why a lot of the riots happened.
Yeah.
It wasn't because of them three fucking kids. That was just the tip of the iceberg. That was the hair.
It just sent people. That was the.
Straw on the camel's back.
Yeah, that straw that brought camel's back.
And that might have been misinformation. I don't necessarily fully agree with what's happened there. I don't necessarily believe the information we've been given anyway.
Yeah, but that's the thing. How mad is it that we just don't trust anything we hear now?
Exactly. Well, there's the lack of trust, isn't there?
Like, you can't switch on the TV and trust what's on the TV. You can't go on the internet, read Facebook, Twitter, whatever, and trust anything that's on there. You just can't trust anything because you're never getting a straight answer. You're getting like two sides, you know, maybe even more sides, just trying to send you down different rabbit holes or like have answers, and it's not. None of it's right. Maybe the truth is somewhere in the middle, but at the end of the day, like, everyone's got a right to be angry in this country because we're going through a cost of living crisis still. And like, I remember even like 20 years ago when I just started working, how much easier things were to buy 100%, and how much less things 100%. Cost.
I had so much money.
Yeah.
And I had no like house to worry about. I was just a free agent, but I remember being able to assess my money situation and think, oh my god, I could afford loads of things. Look at blue light over there. Fucking hell, they must be powerful then. And yeah, my god, I used to go out every night. I had so much money.
Same.
It was fucking ace.
But you just, like, no one has any money anymore. And here I am talking about buying a sleeping mat, but you know,
they're making decisions based on buying something that's going to improve your lifestyle or whatever, your hobbies.
Yeah.
With absolute trepidation, like, should I?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, the last few months, I've just been going to the most like commonest pubs you can imagine.
Yeah.
Just to be surrounded with, like, I don't know, them conversations here growing up, and you never know, I don't know. I just find myself wanting to
surround yourself in British culture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because believe it or not, we do have a culture.
You are?
Because believe it or not, we do have a culture.
Yeah, mate.
I've been to London. I don't think much of it. You know, I used to not mind going to the cities and that, but now this is like where I'd rather be.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You know, even like just rural villages, like the fact that you can go into a strange pub, spark up a conversation with a local or whatever.
Yeah, I love that.
To me, is like, that's much better than sitting in a corner in an alcove in some pub somewhere or a bar or whatever in a city where everyone is just they box themselves into their own little world.
They do. And the idea of sparking up random conversations with people in the city is alien.
Yeah.
Because everyone goes out together.
Yeah.
And they just stay in the little groups.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas you like you say, you're much more likely to have a chat with, like a decent chat.
Yeah.
Someone from a local village or something.
Yeah. I remember when I used to like go out into like round Garstang and that. Like the people just talk to you, and you talk to them, and you have a conversation, or you talk about whatever current issue there is in the world.
Yeah.
And you'd get like some extreme views, and you'd get some less extreme views, but that's people. People have the like opinions on things.
Yeah.
And the fact that a lot of people nowadays can't accept that other people have a different opinion is just wild. Like,
well, that's what you find as well when you go into the city. You get all these extreme opinions and people just objecting. And you can just tell they're closer to cancel culture.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So you've probably got safer conversations, haven't you, in the city?
Yeah. There's nothing like you can't. Yeah. You find yourself like just a factual sentence. You sort of find yourself refraining yourself from saying something because you might possibly offend someone who's easily offendable. And it's like, oh my God, why do I have to think so hard about what I'm saying?
I know, yeah.
Like, I'm not Adolf Hitler. I'm not saying anything extreme.
But that's the thing. You're well aware that the word fascism gets knocked around
too easily.
You're a racist.
Yeah.
That gets knocked about all the time. It's so easy to be a racist or a fascist now.
Yeah.
Apparently.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's like, it gets batted about far too easily. Like, you talk about certain figures being, he may as well be Hitler. Like, you're diminishing how bad Hitler really was.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this is the thing about forgetting history. You'd all of a sudden think that all Adolf Hitler did was tweet something bad about the LGBTQ.
I know, yeah.
Plus something else.
Plus.
Like, I'm sorry, but, like, because someone doesn't want a former man, now woman, competing in a sport for women does not make them Hitler.
He's suing, you know.
Who is?
He's looking to sue people. So the guy, where's my buff? Fucking freezing. What's he called? He's not trans, is he? He's like intersex or something.
Yeah.
He's suing Elon Musk. He's suing. I don't know if he's successfully suing.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? You can't sue Elon Musk from anywhere but America. And America, there's freedom of speech, so it won't work. That's the thing. There's like, it's a great news article. It's a great like thing to put in the news to wind people up. But at the end of the day, it just won't happen. That's the thing. In the way like the laws are in America, you can't sue someone for something they said.
Oh, okay. Can you? How does sort of social media work then with law?
Well, he still sent the tweet from America, didn't he?
Yeah, I know, but how the hell can you police social media?
You can't, though, can you? That's the thing. They want to, and that's why they're putting people in prison for putting things on social media. But realistically, like, people are going to look back at this, and there's going to be inquests into it all, how it's all gone about. I hope, anyway. I hope that's the thing. I hope they do inquests, because everything that's happened with these riots and these protests or whatever, it's been done completely wrong. Like, there's a difference between going on the street saying death to whoever and actually doing it. Like, I've seen it in places like Blackburn. And I've seen it from the community of
peace.
Yeah, the peace-loving community. You know, saying death to the white man or stuff like that, and you're like, okay, you're crazy, but you know, you've got every right to say what you want to say. But if you're on the other side of that spectrum that doesn't fall in line with the mainstream sort of direction of where things are going, you're branded a neo-Nazi, far-right, lunatic thug. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I'm a far-right lunatic because I don't believe that you should be giving puberty blockers to kids.
I know, yeah.
You know?
What the fuck? There's even been a report in the UK, which is evidence-based.
Yeah.
And there's been a report in the States.
It's one of the most horrendous things you can do to a child.
You are?
It's one of the most horrendous things you can do to a child,
It's
isn't
got
it?
to be.
Yeah.
What? Sterilise them?
Yeah.
Are you sterilising them? No, you're not. No, I think you are.
You are, yeah.
Yeah, long-term use of it, like further down the line.
But it's the fact they give them to like 3-year-olds.
Yeah.
Like a 3-year-old doesn't listen. A 3-year-old can be a princess, a Barbie, an action man, or whatever. It doesn't matter what they want to be. It doesn't matter if they're girl or boy, right? They will grow out of it. That's what's happened for a whole entire history.
I know, yeah. And if it persists, then oh well, a bit of a tomboy.
Yeah.
This girl's a bit of a tomboy because this girl likes football. Fair enough. Cool. Can still have kids.
Yeah. Like there's nothing wrong with a man who's a bit feminine or a woman who's a bit masculine.
Yeah.
It happens. It's not something unusual. But all of a sudden that person has to be the other gender now.
Yeah, yeah, it's pushing to extremes, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's like no, like
Yeah.
my girl, like I will support her with everything she does within reason. Like
Yeah.
because it is my job as a parent to push her in a direction that I think is going to benefit her most throughout her life.
Yeah, and you're coming from the perspective of a mature adult.
Yeah.
She's an infant or a toddler or a child.
Yeah.
She has an unformed brain. You can't trust everything she says.
Nope.
That's mental.
Yeah. It is, yeah. Right.
It's just crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. And
what, you don't want to eat vegetables? Don't worry about it then. No, you need to eat vegetables because, look, you need to eat vegetables because they're going to help you develop better in later life and they'll help your health in the long run.
Yeah.
Do you want to live to 70 or do you want to live till 90? If you don't eat any vegetables, you'll probably live till... This is probably a shit way of explaining it.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's like the adult...
I know what you mean, though.
Like, you can't just say to them, I don't have vegetables.
No.
That's exactly the same.
That's how you're going to raise a chicken nugget kid.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you just want beige food? Okay, yeah. There you go. Here's some turkey dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Like, no.
It's like not being able to have tough conversations with them or tough love in general.
Yeah.
It's just mad, isn't it?
Yeah. You've got to be able to set, like... The thing is, what's happening is, if you allow kids to rule your life, you're just instilling that there's no boundaries and they will get whatever they want. Whereas if you keep to them, they understand then there's consequences, there's rules, there's certain things you've got to follow. If you don't do any of that, you're just raising a brat.
Yeah.
I say this now because obviously I've got a baby daughter, but the fact now that the most popular girls on Instagram are all half naked. What's that? So to be popular, you got to be half naked. That's what you're teaching kids.
Yeah.
Like, I remember a time where you used to be an important person in society if you were a scientist, if you provided something for the wider world. But now it's like, oh, have you got a reality TV show? Oh, cool, you're amazing, I'm going to look up to you, I'm going to be a reality TV star when I'm older.
It's a combination of things, isn't it? It's your role models. The role model has changed.
Role models are terrible.
Role models used to be, that person is the best of the best of the best in what he does.
Yeah.
I'm going to aspire to be like that. So it's pushing like your limits. There's no role models that are pushing limits in a good way, are they?
My role model.
You probably grew up with Rocky, watching Rocky and stuff like that.
Yeah, my role model was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Exactly.
Like an action hero, a guy who saves the day.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, oh, I want to be a hero.
Muscles, yeah. He saves people. He's got good morals.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. They're great films. But at the same time, I actually think they're good for kids because you grow up like with decent role models.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Because they're all stories that teach you a lesson. Yeah. It's like it helps you, instills you when you're young, like what is decent and what isn't decent. You know, and I think that especially movies and that nowadays is, unless it's like a superhero movie, there's no movies that a kid can watch and instill like values into them.
No.
Because there's like, you've got anti-heroes and you've got all this kind of thing, which is for a mature audience is good, but kids don't sit down and watch 30-year-old movies.
Nah.
They sit down and watch newer movies, and like for me, I just don't think that this world right now is a good world for a kid growing up.
No, I don't.
Like, we're just raising just so many fucked up kids, and it's all because the internet, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
These kids aren't getting challenged on their beliefs.
No. No, everyone's scared, but this is also, it's not necessarily society's fault. Well, it is. Cancel culture.
Yeah.
It sits under everything, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's sort of there behind you. Oh, watch out. We've created cancel culture, and you can break it down. And you look at you can look at how it started and what contributed to it. But it's here regardless. I didn't contribute to it. I hate the whole.
What? Yeah, exactly.
And
that's the thing. Like, this is, I think, why people have accepted things recently so easy, because
no one wants
putting
to get sued,
people
no
in
one
jail.
wants to lose the job. No one wants to get demonised online.
People are being put in jail for opinions, which is just a bigger form of cancel culture.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as we take away the right to protest, to the right of freedom of expression, which, by the way, is far too broad. Like, it's not specific enough at all. Because what does freedom of expression mean?
What's that in terms of relating?
Well, we don't have freedom of speech. It's freedom of expression.
Well, we're meant to. We don't
Yeah,
know.
but that comes under the umbrella of expression. But here's the clever way they've worded things, is then they can say, oh, well, unless it's harmful. And like, I'm sorry, but people didn't get offended by words 30 years ago, and people are getting offended by words, and that's because they've not been challenged on the views.
They did. Everyone got offended.
Yeah, but not to the extreme.
You don't have the right not to get offended.
Yeah.
Nobody has the right not to get offended.
Yeah.
That's a clown world.
Yeah. Right, so, been out there quite a bit tonight. More than I thought it'd be, to be fair. It's fucking hell, it's 20... Pardon my language. It is 20 past 11. So, I'm going to get my head down, have a decent sleep, hopefully, wake up and pack up. So, I'll see you on the flip side of that in the morning. Well, good morning, guys. Yeah, it's been a good night's sleep, really. Just woke up. Well, not just woke up. I've been up for a little bit, but it's late now. It's like 10 o'clock. But luckily, where we are, you can't really see us from the path. Very obviously, anyway. So, yeah, it's not bad, and it's quite a quiet location. So, yeah, there's not really any passing traffic. But yeah, we're just packing up now. I had plenty of rustling in the night, lots of beetles. I picked about 3 of them out of my tent and I had to chuck them outside. But yeah, that was fun.
Can't wait to see what's underneath that tent.
Yeah, I may have camped on a beetle mound, so we'll see when I put it down. But yeah, apart from that, good night's sleep. That Berghaus sleeping mat, as cheap and average as it is, it's alright, does the job. I really should get the thermarest fixed, but it's taken me about 3 months to get around to looking at, so I might just buy a new one. But we'll see. So yeah, got all my stuff packed in the bag, not all of it, but I'm going to finish it off in a second. And yeah, just time to put the tent down. Apart from that, it's been a nice camp. It turned out better than what we thought it was going to be, didn't it?
Yeah.
Just like, we got to a point where we're like, are we just going to go home and sack this off? But yeah, not too bad in the end. So yeah, let's pack up the tent. Right guys, no beetle mound, that's good. I didn't actually see any beetles on my bottom sheet. bottom sheet. It's not a bed. My ground sheet. Yeah, so I don't know, weird. A lot of beetles. It was a strange one last night, but I did sit with the inner door open for, you know, an hour or two or something like that. But yeah, flat grass. That's all I've left there. Sam was just making himself a brew. I've already packed my brew stuff away, so I'm having water. But yeah, I've lost a peg. Now, I lost a peg on my last wild camp, and I'm just thinking to myself, I'm sure I found it, but I don't know if I put it back in my peg bag. So if I didn't do that, it may be somewhere in my games room on the floor. But yeah, I'm just looking around now, make sure it's not fallen out or anything like that. But yeah, for what it is, I think it's just dropped out somewhere. So I'm gonna have to get some new pegs. Quite like them pegs, they're all right. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do a right good routing through, make sure I haven't left it on a hill somewhere. Well, there's only 2 hills it could be left on, this one and the last wild camp. So yeah, hopefully we're all right. But it is a beautiful morning. I mean, the Dales are a pretty nice place to be. A lot quieter than the Lake District, considering the Lake District is just there. Yeah, it's not anywhere near as busy with foot traffic, and this isn't really one of those famous Yorkshire Dale hills. So that's,
we're only just in it, aren't we?
yeah, we're just on the outskirts of it. So yeah, probably on a weekend you get a few walkers, but in the week, yeah, probably not going to get much. So that about wraps up this wild camp. It's been a nice one. To be honest, like I said before, last night when we couldn't find any spots and all the grass was just not great to lie on, I was close to being like, oh, sack this off. I'm glad I didn't, because it meant that I've had to stay out, and I've done a wild camp when I've not done one for ages. And yeah, I think next time, well, saying that next time, it wasn't that we weren't organised. There was a bad accident on the M6. Apparently someone's lost a life, so it's never a good thing to make fun of. So that was close to like 7:20. We were stuck in traffic outside of Kendal, and it was about 4 o'clock, and it said we had 3 hours to get to where we were going to. We were going up to near Keswick, on a hill on Bassenthwaite, and yeah, when it said 3 hours, I thought it's going to be 7 o'clock before we get there. Then we're going to get up there. I thought, nah, it's not good. We'll just head back. So, headed back towards the Yorkshire Dales, just frantically scrolling through fells and looking at maps, looking for a place to camp. And then we came across this little village of Barden, and we just headed in and just parked up. Went to the pub, which was a mistake for Simon. And to be fair, I'm glad I didn't eat all my chips, because I would probably been in the same situation, feeling sick as a dog trying to climb up here.
It was just repeating on me.
Yeah.
So I had to keep stopping.
Yeah. He had a steak and ale pie. Was it delicious though?
Yeah.
It was. It's all right then.
It wasn't worth it.
Steak and ale pie and mash.
Not had it and had food later, which I did anyway.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, this guy ate again.
Yeah. I knew. I don't know why I did it. It was my stomach dictating what I do.
Yeah, that's it.
I just can't say no to food.
I can't say no to food either. Hence this problem. But yeah, it's been a decent camp. I can't say it's been a bad one. It's been a good one. Not ideal, but then again, when is camping ever ideal? On the very small occasions. But yeah. So anyway, thanks very much for watching, guys. I'm gonna head back down after Simon's packed up, and then I don't know, by then the pub might be open.
Well, I owe you a pint, yeah.
Oh, there we go, it's tempting. So yeah, maybe another steak and ale pie might be on the, the cards.
It's open too.
It opens at 12.
12?
Yeah, yeah. Well, it'll be open by the time we get down. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys. And I'll see you guys on the next one, whether it be a hike, vlog, wild camp, whatever. I'll see you then.